What can you do when all that you've got are a pair of twos? You're on a path to lose everything that you've got. You've got the blue Heron blues. With just those two deuces, the land and home that you rent, it is now up for sale. And the developers are waiting, getting ready to assail you and all of your kind, 'cause they don't really mind if they ruin your whole life for their own benefit. You just don't fit. The future they have in mind, which don't include any of your kind. You're going down a path to lose everything that you've ever gotten. You've now got the blue Heron blues. And there's little you can do to lose those blue Heron blues, except to fly away. Except to fly away. Sometimes a pair of twos is enough to win the hand. And if you're into bluffing, it's all that you might need to build your confidence that you can actually win. To scare the other players into dropping out of the hand, you need to learn how to bluff to establish that norm. So when you have a really good hand, you can try it again and again to build up the size of the pot. Sometimes a pair of twos will help you build the next pot to quite a lot. It's all that you might need to appeal to the greed of the players at the table. You really need to learn how to bluff, to read that in the other players. You both can try it again and again to build up the size of the pot, to appeal to the greed of the players at the table. And if you're into bluffing, it's all that you might need other players to build the pot quite a lot. Watch out, slow the hell down. There's a curve, left turn up ahead. But if you go too fast, we'll all end up dead. And if you turn off there to the right, you're going the fucking wrong way. And for goddamn sure we'll all pay with all our freedoms and lives. Don't ever follow the maddening throng. When they turn to the right, they're just dead wrong. And they'll take us all with them if we follow their lead. We'll all be dead indeed. Take the slow turn to the left, as that's the way to go. It'll lead us much closer to the promise of our imperfect nation. And if you turn off up there to the right, you'll be going the wrong fucking way. Listen to what I say. For the road to the right is too damn narrow, and the curves are so damn blind. And you might find, as you navigate your way, that it's now too goddamn late to turn back the other way and save yourself and our nation. Watch out, slow the hell down. There's a curve, left turn up ahead. But if you go too fast or turn to the right, we're all likely to end up dead. Watch out, slow the hell down. There's a curve, left turn up ahead. But if you go too fast or turn to the right, we're all likely to end up dead. First sign said yield, another sign said stop. Then around the corner the traffic light changed too quickly from yellow to red. That's when they sped up and almost hit us. Just swerved and barely missed us. Crossing the street straight ahead while the light was red. But the car coming across on his green light was the car that they hit. And then they all got into a fight under the changing traffic light. What a sight. Too many damn people just pay any attention, and that leads to problems at the intersection. And then I would expect the cops to be on the scene, and driver who is drunk will stand there and scream, "Okay, officer, this is what I saw. I guess I'm now a witness to what the witless driver in the back of your squad car did coming up behind me, passing in the shoulder on the right, who is still yelling there off. But it's all just slurred words. The first sign said yield, the next sign said stop. Then around the corner was a traffic light. It changed too quickly from yellow to red. And that's when the car behind us just sped around us and almost hit us. Just swerved and barely missed us, but not that next car. And so here we are. Do you really know me? Do I really know you? And how do you feel about what's going down today? Do you accept what's going on? Does it upset you, or do you accept it? Go ahead and tell me straight, just so we are crystal clear. I do not accept what's going on in our nation recently and still today. Do you accept what's going on? Does it upset you, or do you accept it? Go ahead and tell me straight. So my question to you, my friend, do you accept what's going on? Going down, going fucking sideways. accept what's going on? Does it upset you, or do you accept it? Go ahead and tell me straight. Do you really know me? Do I really know you? And how do you feel about what's going down today? Do you accept what's going on? Does it upset you, or do you accept it? Go ahead and tell me straight. I can take it, whatever you say, but I may not accept you from here on out, and I can live with that. Trump the dummy, in bridge it is also known as roughing the dummy, trumping the dummy, trumping the dummy. And somehow that fits our current situation. He doesn't have the cards that he thinks he has, and never has had. He's always been a buffer, and at golf he's a duffer, and he makes us all suffer as he tries to hide his insecurities from you and me, because he doesn't have the cards that he thinks he has, and never had. He's always been a buffer, and he makes us all suffer like no other that you've ever seen. It's always been his daddy's money, even after he blew all of that easy money. But he's got a new dad named Vlad, who's been so very, very glad to own him lock, stock, and barrel. So now we look down the barrel of the gun pointed at us, and not for fun, for we're being hollowed out by the rich of the world. Trump the dummy is roughing all of us, the dummies who were too blind to see what was coming. And here it comes. Run away, look away. You just can't stay standing there where you are. He begs for money for his charities, collecting money from you and me. It's meant to feed others, it was meant to feed others, other sisters and brothers, through one of his two charities. But if you were to take a real hard look at the books, you'd see that he also pays himself quite handsomely, so handsomely. Yes, a very handsome salary is what Franklin Graham pays himself. In my way of seeing things, it's a scam what that man and his family collect for their efforts between his two charities. A while back, for a couple of years, he made over $1 million. He was skimming off the top from the money that people sent in that was intended to feed others, not him. It wasn't intended by me or by many others to be a personal piggy bank for he and his family, but that's what his sin is. Skimming off the top, taking money for food out of the mouths of people and children, and that's what you've got. There's a quote in the Bible that addresses all of this. I guess it's something that his entire family missed when they skimmed their Bibles and then couldn't resist the temptation to skim off the top. Luke chapter 14 verse 33, it reads, "No one of you can be my disciple who does not give up all his own possession." The Graham family and their charities should read that passage again and again. Some will tell you or warn you that it's harder than it looks, while others will tell you that that's not true. If you know what to do, they might say, "I did that twice yesterday," and then they'll add, "Hey, it's easier than it looks." That's what they might say to encourage you to try, or to brag on themselves about what they can do. And it actually might be true, so ask them for clues for you, so that it can be made so easy for you too. And if they're hints about what to do, first, second, or third don't make much sense. Go slower than slow and take what they've said with a grain of sand. They might indeed be the man who knows what he is doing and can help guide you too. But always be cautious if and when you hear that it's easier than it looks, for looks can be deceiving, and advice you get may not be worth very much. The truth for almost all rookie situations is that it's harder than it looks. Yes, it's almost always harder than it looks. At sizing up the situation, and then he begins his regurgitation. He's a member of the Fox News Nation, so he spews without hesitation alternative facts. You'll probably want a shower after he's done. He can repeat fairly well what he's heard or what he's read, but going any deeper, it's where he hits a dead end, for he doesn't know any of the underlying facts. But that's never stopped him from thinking that he does, and he'll tell anyone within earshot his thoughts and reasoning about what he thinks he knows. He knows. Oh, he's pretty good at sizing up the situation, and then he begins his regurgitation. He's a member of the Fox News Nation, so he spews without hesitation alternative facts. Put your waders on, it's getting deep. But he doesn't really know much at all. And if you probe him any further than the surface level of his memorized facts, he'll simply fall back on what he's committed to memory, and he'll be happy to regurgitate them again and again, seemingly endlessly. And maybe he'll speak up louder to help you see that's what he's saying. And Brian has some indisputable logic. Doesn't it's time to leave? hear that sound quietly hit the ground. Look what I just found. It's another spin round, and it's not one of ours. Gather up your gear, let's head for the rear. Very quietly, but keep your eyes and ears open to the sound all around, in the air and on the ground. Just don't make a fucking sound, or we'll all be found and ground up in some damn grinder. If the enemy scouts hear any of us or find us trying to make our getaway in between their advancing line, we've got to get back to report this. So we silently signal each other and look after each other like the brothers that we are. Our team of many races and creeds, but we all share that one single need, and the desire to get back home, all in one piece, and find our own peace of mind if we ever can find our way back. Now they're starting their attack, and we're here at their back. So we'll do what we need to do, and we'll all hope and pray that by the end of this day we'll all be together again, and here on earth, and not in some version of heaven. Support the current insurrection. We've got to throw all the bombs out. We need some major reflection regarding what we did in the last election. To throw all the bums out. got to throw all the bums out. We've got to throw all the bums out. Those who would throw our democracy out. Throw all the bums out. Throw all the bums out. We've got to throw all the bums out. Those who would throw our democracy out. Before we lose it once, and then that's likely forever. Throw all the bums out. Throw all the bums out of elected office. Whoa, what can you do when all that you've got are a pair of tools? You're on a path to lose everything that you've got. You've got the blue Heron blues with just those two deuces. The land and home that you rent, it is now up for sale, and the developers are waiting and getting ready to assail you and all of your kind, because they don't really mind if they ruin your whole life for their own benefit. You just don't fit the future they have in mind, which don't include any of your kind. You're going down a path to lose everything that you've ever gotten. You've now got the blue hair and blue, and there's little you can do to lose those blue hair and blues, except to fly away. Except to fly